friends. Just finishing up here. A friend of mine from the old days said that he's angry about, this current administration. And, I get it. I've been angry about other administrations, even ones I voted for. I got some issues with this administration as well. But, my thoughts is this, is like, anger's a choice, man. We're too old these days to be angry about shit, Everybody wakes up in the morning, you make a choice to either be angry or happy or content or sad or depressed, successful, motivated, disciplined, All that shit is a choice. I know, because I made the wrong choices for decades and decades, So, my only advice is life's too short to live it angry, man, we lived through the Reagan era. Well, I lived through Ford. Well, the end of Nixon, Ford, Jimmy Carter, Reagan, freaking Clinton, the Bush era, Obama, Trump the first time, Biden, and now Trump again. You're gonna be okay. Choose to do something positive in your life. I'm not saying that this kid doesn't do positive stuff, and maybe most of his time that he spends is happy-go-lucky and this and that. I'm just saying these emotions are a choice. Do I once in a while get a little pissed off or angry? A little, not much though. And a lot of times I just laugh it off. I go, well, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. So I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I really do wish people the best. I hope, they truly are taking care of themselves. I hope they truly are disciplined, making shit happen for themselves in their lives, and their community around them. I get it. Things can be scary, and people don't like to be scared, so they switch it over to anger. I used to say it all the time growing up where I grew up. In the port, in the projects, Area 4, the hood, whatever the fuck you want to call it, the ghetto. You couldn't show tears and you couldn't show fears. But anger and rage were totally acceptable. And sometimes it feels better because, like, if you're afraid, you're fearful, first off, turn off your TV, right? Stop reading the bullshit. It's ridiculous. But, like, I don't know. That's just it, and instead of wanting to feel fear and being afraid and feeling, like there's nothing you can do, sometimes you just switch it to anger because that seems more of a beneficial emotion, right? And plus then you can post shit about how angry you are and this and that and the other thing, and you get all these likes. Oh yeah, we are angry too. We're angry too. I was at the protest. I was doing this. I was doing that. And meanwhile, they're not taking care of themselves. They're living their lives like they got a never-ending supply of tomorrows. We don't have a never-ending supply of tomorrows. We have today. We have right now. That's it. Get at it, folks. Whatever getting at is for you. If you got to get angry, but then start taking some actions. Make your life better. Make your life successful. Make your life enjoyable. I can't sit around and be pissed off, sad. I don't get overly emotional about shit. People want to say this about me, that about me. I don't care. I know what I'm about. I know what I'm capable of. I'm learning every day what more I'm capable of, how much more capable I am. So, you got to take care of yourself. You got to take care of each other. If you got some solid people in your life, you're lucky. Hey, man, I hope you're doing well. Peace.